Hello, everyone, and welcome also from my side to our second Capital Markets Day. It's a pleasure to be here. So I'm Patricia Riberas. I'm the Chief Operational Excellence Officer at Gestamp. And yes, that's a very odd job title. And that's because at Gestamp, it makes sense, because operational excellence is a key competitive advantage for us. So what is our definition of operational excellence? It's about a continuous improvement mindset, about promoting change across the organization and doing our business, the business we already know how to do, but better. So operational excellence has always been a key pillar for Gestamp since its foundation. It is the basis of our clients' trustworthiness. But the industry dynamics are changing. You have seen it all around you. With stronger technology and innovation, we need to build more complex products. With larger global platforms, we have to become a global player. With increased volume volatility, we have to have more resilient operations. And with the shorter timelines with electric vehicles, we have to have shorter industrialization phases. The world is changing very fast, but we want to be the first movers. As you know, Gestamp has a very solid manufacturing track record. Since our IPO in 2017, we have developed 11 new factories. And just to give you an idea, only in 2022, we were working with 49 different OEMs in 100% of the global platforms that exist, with 110 different product types, and that's over 38,000 unique references sold. But our strategy is very simple. Like I said before, it's about doing everything we already know how to do, but doing it better. Doing it better by taking flexibility and efficiency to the next level through three key enablers: Industry 4.0, data, and people. Our ultimate goal is to be trustworthy for our clients in order to become and be their partner supplier. So in order to raise the bar in efficiency and in flexibility, we have 4 levers that I will speak about today. We have a continuous improvement mindset, we have operational cost control, we have OpEx and LabEx adaptability, and then we have capital optimization. So a continuous improvement mindset is not just based on mindset or culture, it's based on data. Here you have a dashboard that we use to measure all the different industrial KPIs that we have around the world, and we measure them on a monthly basis. We have very clear targets and objectives for example, the year 2023. Just to give you 2 examples, we have an improvement of 2.5% in our OEE, that's overall equipment effectiveness that you probably have seen around the plant, of, like I said, 2.5% versus 2022. And also, for example, in our strokes per shift, improving by 2.5% also compared to 2023. And we monitor this with every single division every single month. But we're also changing the way that we're doing things. We are digitalizing and standardizing the routines that we have in the shop floor. For example, running predictive rather than corrective maintenance routines, or changing and optimizing our spare parts management. This both reduces our downtimes and our cost. These are some of the examples of the initiatives that we're powering through the Atenea initiative. Now, I'm going to show you a quick video of the KPI dashboard that we have. So as you can see, you can go into the different KPIs that we use to monitor our operations, into the different types of assets that we have across the world. This is our quality KPI system. And any plant manager can go and see their specific plant. They can also see other plants around the world so that they understand what sort of targets they have. And the same thing with the different divisions across the world. So we're also running other types of global programs in order to reduce cost control. An example of this is our energy efficiency program. It's a new model, and it's a framework that already in 2023 will help us save 28 gigawatts in electricity. Currently, we have 27 plants within this scope, but we plan to add 42 additional ones by 2026. This means that by then, we will have 87% of the total energy consumption that we have in Gestamp monitored under this program. And of course, energy efficiency is not only about cost, it's about reaching our ESG targets, like Ernesto said before, about being neutral in scopes 1 and scope 2 by 2045. But we're also looking into our supply chain. An example of some optimization that we have is a collaboration between Gestamp and Gescrap that work together to use and refurbish old racks in order for a new project in the US, and this helped us reduce 77% our costs for those new racks that we would have used in that project specifically. But we're also looking into our logistics internally with the use of AGVs. You've seen some of them running here already, but we want to make sure that it's an absolute reality for Gestamp. It's already extended in many of our plants, but we have the objective of reaching 43 plants by 2026. We also have the maintenance optimization plan. And this not only promotes new ways of working, but it deeply impacts our organizational structure. And with this, we intend to achieve a 4 to 6% reduction in our maintenance costs for parts by 2027. And of course, in the world that we live in today, we need to be flexible in OPEX and LABEX as well. As you know, Gestamp has been very good at flexing in times of crisis, achieving an operating leverage of 19.5% during the COVID crisis. But we not only need to be flexible during times of crisis, we need to be flexible always. We are in the auto sector, after all. So in order to do that, Gestamp has a lot of different tools that we can use around the world. First, 20% of our workforce is already flexible. Then we have the use of pools of hours in certain perimeters where we are allowed to use that to adapt to periods of high and low volumes. And then we're also redesigning different cells in order to have a more flexible design that can help us adapt to daily changes in volumes. As you know, and like we said before, managing our capital employed is key to our strategy. We want to fulfill profitable growth, and we want to fulfill our ROCE targets. So in order to do that, we have to maximize the use of our existing assets. And we do that with 3 main pillars: our capacity optimization, our reuse strategy, and our global maintenance strategy. With capacity optimization, the first thing that we need to be able to do is have perfect capacity visualization. So in order to do that, we've implemented a tool worldwide called, from SAP, it's called IBP, and we right now have a lot more visibility on the existing capacities that we have on our assets. Then we have our reuse strategy, which means that certain generic assets that we have around the world can be reused for different projects, also in many other places around the world. And this, when possible, helps us decrease our use of CapEx in almost 50% whenever it is possible between projects. And then we have our maintenance program, which means that we work on predicting rather than correcting. And this helps us increase the life of our assets. We're currently working this global maintenance strategy on the very key 1,400 assets that we have around the world. And our focus is to maximize our investments. In order to do that, we have to make our investments more flexible and valid for all types of different products. So our traditional flexibility that we've always implemented and we're actually supporting to make sure that it's happening all across the group is transforming small dedicated welding cells into flexible cells. But we're taking this to the next level. As you know, in the last Capital Markets Day, we spoke about flex manufacturing concept. Well, it's no longer a concept, it's a proving factory for us. So right now, we have our first pilot plant in Spain, and it's running 8 different body-in-white products in 8 different assembly cells. This is all running around with 35 different AGVs that are monitoring the flow around the factory, and everything is monitored using our internally developed software called Brain. Brain receives, in this case, over 10,000 signals in order to monitor production and adapt to all the different changes that exist. So this is not only the first factory that we have, the smart factory. We're starting a new smart factory also in the United States, and hopefully in the next couple of years we'll be able to show you something else. I'm now going to show you a video that explains our smart factory and flex manufacturing concept.
At Gestamp, we develop the best solutions to adapt to the great challenges of the industry. We are innovation. For this reason, we adapt and develop flexible and intelligent manufacturing solutions. Agile, efficient, and sustainable. This is why we are creating the Smart Factory, the next level of digitalization for business with the most advanced engineering concepts. A new, smart, and flexible industrial ecosystem. Factory 21 is evidence that Gestamp is always on the move. The first Smart Factory pilot project encompasses a revolutionary concept whose main function is to create a flexible production flow, managing all available resources in real time. Optimal data management through various layers of software and artificial intelligence, as well as the use of traceability systems, makes it possible to link the physical world with the virtual world, interacting with equipment, products, and people. These new modular assembly facilities are distributed throughout the production area in a matrix to be able to manufacture any type of product. The rest of the process areas are linked by autonomous vehicles within the production system. It is a production system designed in circuits and movement flows between the different process areas. Kitting area, assembly cells, quality control cells, and racking area. This is Gestamp. This is our manufacturing model. At Gestamp, we have been preparing ourselves for quite some time to tackle the challenges of the industry. The Smart Factory is our solution for achieving flexible, efficient, and sustainable factories, able to adapt to the unexpected and to overcome uncertainty. This is how we see the future. This is how we anticipate it.
So this brings me to our enablers. We have Industry 4.0, we have data, and we have people. We believe Industry 4.0 is a key pillar for our operational excellence model. And in order to do that, since 2017, we have developed an ecosystem in which not only we can develop, but we also get external partners to co-develop with us. And as you know, since the last Capital Markets Day, we've increased significantly our 4.0 approach. I want to give you an understanding of everything that has happened since then. So we've evolved from an ad hoc, very centralized development and very unequal adoption across plants to a very clearly governed federal ecosystem. This has helped us boost our 4.0 growth. So since the last Capital Markets Day, we are almost doubling in 2024 the connected lines that we have across the group. We will have real-time data analytics on all of our key processes by 2025. We have developed over 20 apps in the world, and we are currently simulating 100% of the complex projects that we're running before nomination. During the Capital Markets Day in 2021, we had 25 plants with Industry 4.0 packages. Right now, in 2024, we expect to have 65 plants with the complete Industry 4.0 package. This means that for Gestamp, this is not the future. This is already happening for us. This is our reality. But this reality is, of course, not possible without our people. We have 42,000 employees in 24 different countries across the world. And we need to get the best people in the right places in order to deliver these operational excellence strategies. And therefore, we've had to elevate our HR strategy. In order to do that, we have updated our global talent and global taxonomy model. We have launched a global site for job posting across the world to improve the global mobility of our talent. We have revised all of our compensation schemes, also in the different areas of the world. And we have updated our learning and development offer for all of our employees. Just to give you some examples, in the USA, we're working to achieve in 2023 the certification called Great Place to Work. And in 2022, in Mexico, we achieved the Best Employer recognition. But talent nowadays has to go hand in hand with data. Our data strategy is based on the concept of maximizing the value that we add to our business using our data. In order to do that, we have to transform both our people, but we also have to transform our internal processes. Now, I'm going to show you a video around Hipatia, which is our Gestamp data platform.
We are living a smart industrial revolution where every company has to be digital to be competitive, and data is more relevant than ever. In this context, Gestamp wants to transform its way of using data to gain an additional competitive advantage. Empowered by Atenea, Hipatia is the cornerstone of our data and analytics strategy. Hipatia is a global platform that gathers data from our multiple sources. It offers a single point of quick access to unique, high-quality data for consumption across the organization. A key factor of the platform is the construction of a business context layer, setting up a common business glossary across the company to ensure that everyone uses the same version of the data. This allows the data marketplace concept to be integrated into the platform, facilitating visibility and secured access to data across the organization. This is only possible thanks to a global data governance and management model committing both business and IT areas to create together a transversal platform to generate value throughout our organization. Gestamp's Hipatia Data and Analytics Platform, leveraging data to drive transformation into the future.
Our ultimate goal is to keep our clients' trust. And for that, we have to always deliver the best quality. How do we deliver the best quality? We deliver it leveraging on data analytics and also on the different technological controls that we're implementing in the different lines. But we also have to be able to deliver on our commitments. And as you know, Gestamp has a very long-standing reputation in doing so, even though our clients' requirements increase every year. So for example, we were able to build a plant in Poland in 10 months. We were able to launch a battery box assembly from nomination to start of production in Asia in 6 months. And the door ring line that you saw before, that was launched in 9 months. But we not only want to be trustworthy for our clients, we have to be trustworthy for our people. That's why, like Ernesto mentioned before, health and safety at Gestamp operations always comes first. We have a global health and safety system for Gestamp that is implemented in 100% of the group, and that goes way beyond our local regulations. So in conclusion, in the past, our operational excellence model has helped us achieve our client trustworthiness and therefore strengthening our commercial positioning. Today, we spoke about taking flexibility and efficiency to the next level using the 3 levers: Industry 4.0, data, and people. This helps us embrace the mobility revolution hand in hand with our clients in order to continue being our clients' industrial partner. We have a clear roadmap, and we have the people and technology to achieve it. Now, I'm going to turn it over to Nacho for the finance section. Thank you.